Blood and Thunder track here for Roller Derby World Cup 2018. We are here to watch Switzerland take on the Philippines.
We're here at the Blood and Thunder track at the 2018 Roller Derby World Cup. I'm Bobberola.
I'm Sinister Minister.
I think this is going to be a fantastic game.
I think it will be. So, Team Philippines right now finishing up their warm-ups.
Philippines are in white today and Switzerland are playing in red.
Nice contrast there. I have called about where we had red on white versus white on red, and both were about 50%.
Oh no.
They would probably tell you it was 55-45 in either direction, but when they're skating so quickly, it was hard to tell.
All just a blur of red and white stripes.
One of those was actually Team Switzerland. So on the overlay, we do have Philippines PHL. Team Switzerland side says CHE. I will plead ignorance. I'm not sure if that is a local spelling or possibly just a typo. We did lose a chair there, in case anybody was wondering. Nobody was on it at the time, so everybody's fine.
Yeah, hopefully we'll find out what the CHE is all about.
I think our producer's working on it now. And now we will start with the team anthems. and I believe we are ready to start some roller derby.
So we're going to go straight into the first jam. We will bring you the rosters as we go along.
We'll save those for timeouts and when we have a chance. So I see STEFCON 1 lining up for Team Philippines, going up against number 206, Malice in Wonderland, who's playing her farewell tournament, I've been told. And they're off.
Both jammers coming up against very strong walls.
Yes, already we've got a split pack. Team Philippines has peeled off a blocker trying to break up that 3-wall, let STEFCON through. It looks like, but it looks like she took a penalty, so that 3-wall will remain intact. Meanwhile, Malice in Wonderland kind of bouncing around, doing a great job of keeping apart that pack, and she is lead jammer.
STEFCON 1 still having trouble breaking through Switzerland's wall. Her teammates holding back to restrict the amount of space that Switzerland's wall can move forward. And Malice in Wonderland is through, picking up a full 5 points. And we have had a star pass for Team Philippines. The jammer is now Pinoy Noir.
And that is going to be the jam. 6 points total for Switzerland. Switzerland represented on the board as CHE. It's the shorthand native word for Switzerland.
We've got, sorry, I thought we had an official, yes, an official timeout has been called.
All right, well, that'd be a great time to read through these rosters.
Absolutely. Skating for Team Switzerland, we have 080 Serenity Jane, 10 Flegel, 123 Anna Banana, 13 Missy Lestrange, 15 Riot Rocket, 206 Malice in Wonderland. We're going straight into the next jam, so we'll bring you the rest of the roster as soon as we can.
Fairly quick official timeout there. And we've got the Secret Cervix taking on Missy Lestrange. Secret Cervix representing Monterey Bay, California in the United States.
And Secret Cervix is through and picks up the lead jammer status.
Secret Cervix getting knocked out at turn 2. Will get back in a position. Both jammers out now. That was the initial for Missy Lestrange. Secret Cervix looking for direction from her bench and calling it off. So 5 points on the board for Team Philippines, brings us 6-5. Once again, we were on the Blood and Thunder track. Blood and Thunder, because they believe life is better on roller skates.
On the track, we've got Electric Piranha jamming for Team Philippines and Sin Sister jamming for Team Switzerland. Again, both jammers being held back by some really strong wall formations on both teams.
This is definitely shaping up to be a blockers game for sure. Not for lack of movement by either jammer. Both jammers bouncing around.
Absolutely, doing as much as they can to find any gaps in the walls.
And this is going to go to Electric Piranha, lead jammer, Team Philippines. Watched Electric Piranha earlier in the weekend. She's an absolutely dominant jammer. Sister for Switzerland out as well now.
And Electric Piranha calls off the jam, picking up another 3 points.
That's right, so now we do have a very early lead change. Doesn't mean a whole lot this early in the bout, but 8-6 now, Team Philippines, 26 minutes to go.
And lining up for this jam, we've got Champagne, 415 for Team Philippines, and Malice in Wonderland, number 206, jamming for Team Switzerland.
Champagne in that front triangle defense. And looks like the track cut means we are going to be in a power jam for Malice in Wonderland. Malice in Wonderland still has not established herself as the lead jammer. However, she is the sole jammer on the track.
Even in this power jam situation, Philippines wall making it so difficult for Malice in Wonderland to get lead jammer status.
That's right, they can completely negate this power jam if they remain to be so effective. You can see Switzerland in the back trying to anchor the pack. And that is the end of the power jam. So Champagne is starting from behind now, but both jammers still on initial passes. And Champagne gets through first. That means this will be a full 2-minute jam.
But because Champagne went to the penalty box, she was not eligible for lead jammer status. And now Malice in Wonderland has been sent to the penalty box for a cut track penalty, meaning there will be no lead jammer for this jam.
So I was correct, just prematurely. They could have called it off before until just that moment.
Yeah.
I was eventually correct. Quick scoring pass there, and it's that blocker advantage for Team Philippines really helped out there. 14 points and counting for Champagne. Let's go ahead and make that 19. And that's a jam. So we'll sit with 19 points for Team Philippines, bringing them up to 27 points over Team Switzerland 6.
Giving them an early lead of 21 points.
And that jam brought to you by Sisu Mouthguards, the official mouthguards of Roller Derby World Cup 2018. We've
got Missy Lestrange jamming for Team Switzerland and Jägerbomb jamming for Team Philippines.
Jägerbomb is one of 2 LA Derby dolls on Team Philippines, the other one being Stefcon 1.
Again, we're still waiting for a lead jammer for this jam.
Almost a minute in, and there it is. This will be Missy Lestrange for Team Switzerland. Jägerbomb, though, out of the pack as well. Is going to keep the pressure on a very diminished pack, almost all Swiss.
Oh, beautiful dodge by Missy Lestrange as she calls off the jam, putting 4 points on the scoreboard for Team Switzerland. Be sure to check out Rollline on Facebook and Instagram for the latest offers. Hashtag Rollline. We've got Sin Sister up jamming for Team Switzerland, and Whack Russell Terrier jamming for Team Philippines.
Now, I've been watching Team Philippines. I have not watched Whack Russell Terrier jam.
She has picked up a forearms penalty and is being sent to the penalty box, and a second penalty for not leaving the track fast enough. So she will serve a full minute in the penalty box.
This could be a big jam for Team Switzerland. This is a scoring pass for Anna Banana. We've had a star pass, started as the pivot. And that's going to be 5 points. Swiss fans love it. You see them there in the background.
This is exactly what Team Switzerland needs to keep themselves in the game.
Absolutely. You don't see too many 1 minute penalties anymore because it does have to be a compounded penalty. But we know the damage that these 1 minute penalties can do on the track to the team suffering from it.
Team Philippines doing a great job of slowing down Anna Banana on her second scoring pass. She comes through and picks up 5 points.
That was a quick minute. Whack Russell Terrier already back on there. And that was the initial pass for her.
Anna Banana comes through, picks up 4 points as Whack Russell Terrier reaches the back of the pack on the scoring pass.
So 14-4 then on that jam. 10-point advantage to that deficit by Team Switzerland. 31-24. Scoreboard looks a lot closer now.
Yeah, only a 7-point difference between the scores. Just goes to show what a difference one jam can make.
Absolutely. Especially with two evenly matched teams. Saw a lot of blowouts first couple days of Roller Derby World Cup, but that was to establish seeding. Now you're seeing a bit more evenly matched teams. This is still part of that first part. The first part of today will end the first half of the tournament. Top 16 teams will go on to compete later tonight and all of tomorrow.
We have Malice in Wonderland, 206, jamming for Team Switzerland against Electric Piranha. Malice in Wonderland through for lead jammer status. I could tell that by the reaction from Switzerland's fans.
And Team Switzerland brought a very large contingent of fans with them. They've got all kinds of signage and costumes as well.
Lots of flags.
Lots of flags. See Sin Sister there, anchor in the pack. We've seen her on the jam line and now as a blocker, Team Switzerland.
Electric Piranha has completed her initial pass and is approaching the back of the pack. But Malice in Wonderland calls it off before she can score any points.
So 5 points on the board for Team Switzerland, and now we are at a 2-point bout. That one brought to you by S1 Helmets, the official helmet of the 2018 Roller Derby World Cup. They even have their own YouTube channel, youtube.com/S1 Roller Derby.
Missy Lestrange on the jam line for Team Switzerland against Champagne for Team Philippines.
We are now in our 8th jam. It's been fairly even on lead jammer status. You've probably already noticed we have some fairly long jams. No quick call-offs today. Part of that has been penalties, but part of that is just strategy. Both teams seeming content to let it roll.
Missy Lestrange through the pack for lead jammer status. And Champagne comes through her initial pass with the helmet cover in her hand.
Yeah, there was it looked like a pass off, and I don't know if that was an intentional fake out or just an aborted pass. Either way, Champagne remains and gets through with a scoring pass.
4 points on the board for each team.
So we are 8 points higher total on the scoreboard, but still that 2-point margin with the Philippines on top. Jägerbomb and Sin Sister matching it up on the jammer line. We're almost halfway to halftime.
Sin Sister comes through the pack for lead jammer status. I think that might be the fastest lead jammer we've had this game.
That was very quick. But we do have Jägerbomb out of the pack as well. We'll see what Sin Sister does with this. Gets knocked to the inside, calls it off. Smartly played, didn't want to have to go back around. At that point, he's been side to side with Jägerbomb. And it looks like we have a team timeout being called by Team Philippines. That is team coach Rafael there at San Fernando Roller Derby calling that timeout. And this timeout brought to you by Roller Derby Shirt Club. Check them out, rollerderbyshirtclub.com. Get a different shirt from a different roller derby league from around the world every month.
Fantastic.
Help build your wardrobe there. So you can do that here if you are local here just at the merch line. I have absolutely loved that. Every team seems to have brought out their shirts. Have you gotten a favorite so far?
Do you know, I don't. I like Team Scotland's logo because it's a unicorn.
And it's a unicorn.
I enjoy that.
Team Iceland as well. They have a very colorful character.
Oh, I think a troll.
It's a troll or an abominable snowman or something like that, but I think trolls are prolific in Icelandic mythology.
Yeah. I love it.
Love all of them, though.
Love the whimsy.
Anything with a lion on it seems to be a good speller. Good seller, rather. Bad pronouncer. Yeah, and Switzerland is hot and cheesy. You'll see some hot and cheesy signs up in the audience. You also see some. I've seen some bags, fanny packs that are udders. Another cow and cheese-related paraphernalia.
Oh, because of Swiss cheese.
Exactly.
That took me so long to work out. So on the track, we've got Malice in Wonderland jamming for Team Switzerland. But Secret Cervix is through. Lead jammer for Team Philippines. Secret Cervix through for 5 points. Malice in Wonderland comes through the pack on her initial pass with the helmet cover in hand.
And 4 more for Secret Cervix. 9-point lead now.
So the jammers are allowed to remove their helmet cover.
Yes.
As they come through the pack. However, if they do so, they are not eligible for lead jammer status. So once lead jammer has been taken, they're free to remove their helmet cover because it's already gone. They have to put it back on before they approach the pack to be able to score points.
I was going to say, and furthermore, they can't score any points during any pass with the cover off. "13.5 minutes to go till halftime. Miss Lestrange shaking on Champagne. Miss Lestrange gets knocked back behind number 505, Chicken Demolish. And we'll get now recycled back again behind Rose Villain. Lead jammer going to Champagne.
And we've had a star pass on Team Switzerland's side. The jammer is now Roulette Babette. Champagne being chased down by Miss Lestrange, but she is too quick. Pulls off the jam, picking up 4 points for Team Philippines.
And you can see that star pass there on the replay. very quickly done. I think we even didn't see it until it was after well and over. And we're off with Sin Sister representing Switzerland on the jam line against Jägerbomb of Team Philippines. Multiplayer block's going to loosen up the pack just a bit. And that is Sin Sister lead jammer Team Switzerland.
She's very fast around the track, Sin Sister. Very quick jammer.
Both teams have picked up a multiplayer block in this jam, most recent on Team Switzerland's side. That may have helped Jägerbomb get through. Five full points on the board takes Team Switzerland to 40.
DEFCON 1 on Team Philippines picks up a multiplayer block and is sent to the penalty box at the end of that jam.
And we have a team timeout now being called by Team Switzerland. We'll say that this timeout's brought to you by Rydell. Rydell Skates, proud sponsor of the 2018 Roller Derby World Cup. Make your own skates with your own custom-colored, handcrafted Color Lab boots by Rydell. I love watching those videos where you see all the different skates. I know my Instagram feed gets filled up with them.
Oh, they're lovely.
You were mentioning unicorns earlier. I remember some unicorn boots. I think it was from about a year ago that they made, and they were like pink sparkly unicorns. I was like, I love them.
Fantastic.
Must have them.
Need some of those. It's a bit dangerous having a Moxie stand at the Roller Derby World Cup. Every time I walk past, my purse starts shouting at me.
Well, Moxie Skate Shop, only about 30 miles from my house, so they're right on the beach. Wonderful location. So much good merch here. This is, for all the roller derby events I've been to, this is by far one of the better just merch and equipment setups I've seen.
Yeah, it's really fantastic.
And lead jammer is going to Malice in Wonderland, Team Switzerland. And a track up means we're in a Swiss Power Jam. Electric Piranha headed over to the box for that track cut. So this is a scoring pass for Malice in Wonderland. We said it before, we'll say it again, still has to get through that pack and enjoy this Power Jam all she wants, but still has to get past those very tough Team Philippines blockers.
That's right. She's coming up against DEFCON 1, the Secret Cervix. Fantastic blockers holding her back.
Well, and teammates, so they've been working together for quite some time in Los Angeles. And I completely take that back. The Secret Cervix, of course, from Monterey Bay Derby Dames. Local for me, anyway.
Oh, and Electric Piranha picks up another cut track penalty and is sent straight back to the penalty box, meaning we continue on a power jam for Team Switzerland.
So earlier we did see a compound penalty resulting in a 1 minute power jam. Now we have a split up 1 minute power jam, also favoring the Swiss. We do have a lead change on the board. Team Switzerland up to 10 in this jam, taking them up to 50 points.
And Malice in Wonderland calls off the jam. She does pick up 2 points for Team Switzerland.
It's a total of 13 on the jam, 53. Team Switzerland now up by 5.
Team Philippines jammer is standing in the penalty box, so she will begin the next jam in there, but will be released shortly after the jam start.
That's right, and so you see a very predictable, very forward start there, almost to the pivot line there. Miss Lestrange fighting through. Electric Piranha out of the penalty box, and lead Jammer.
I don't think they'd noticed that she'd come back on track. Managed to sneak around the outside.
It was only a few seconds. They set up their defense at the start of that like they knew she would be coming out soon and was trying to buy time for their Jammer. I think it was more a matter of just Electric Piranha just being that dominant. And look at that, 5 points for Team Philippines brings us to a tie game.
Having a quick official timeout. I think we're checking the clock.
I do see the bout timer headed over there. So don't be surprised if there's a slight correction there. This one brought to you by Frogmouth. Frogmouth uniforms most of the World Cup teams. Nearly all of them have a special kind of reversible jersey. One jersey dyed on both sides to make 2 tops for the weight of one. That's great. You often see like the double fabric sewn together, but that adds extra weight. Need every advantage you can get in such high-level play as Roller Derby World Cup, so go Frogmouth.
So official timeout is over, and we are starting with Pinoy Noir jamming for Team Philippines.
Yeah, we lost about 40 seconds there, it looks like, on that clock correction. Went from 9:10 down to 8:30.
Pinoy Noir through for lead jammer. Sin Sister chasing her down. Pinoy Noir calls off the jam, picking up a full 4 points.
Team Philippines got nervous there after that and wanted to go back on top. I think there is something psychologically beneficial to going into the half on top. I say that, but then again, I see a lot of teams use that as motivation to come from behind in the second half.
Absolutely. It does depend on your team's mentality. Mishi Impossible jamming for Team Switzerland and Jägerbomb jamming for Team Philippines.
First time we've seen Michi Impossible on the jammer line for Team Switzerland. In this bout at least. No lead jammer yet as we head toward turn 2. Very, very close there. And there it is, Michi Impossible, lead jammer. It's about 35 seconds. Fairly lengthy amount of time. Now on her scoring pass, Jägerbomb still on her initial. And Michi Impossible calls it off.
3 points on the board for Team Switzerland.
So that takes us to a 1-point bout. Just under 7 minutes till the half.
Malice in Wonderland up jamming for Team Switzerland.
Beat me to it against Champagne for Team Philippines. We saw that slide back by the Team Switzerland defenders there, right at the whistle. Philippines held the line in the front. Both strategies appear to be working for their respective defensive sides. Team Philippines back to full strength now.
Malice in Wonderland using her teammates to try and take the outside line, but it doesn't pay off. She's taken off the outside of the track and recycled back.
And there's Champagne, lead jammer Team Philippines. Pack stop just before turn 2, now passing. As Champagne eyes her scoring pass, gets knocked down in the back of the pack. Gives more time for the Swiss team to get that 3-wall up.
Malice in Wonderland picks up a penalty.
That looks like it might have been a low block there, so we are in a power jam for Team Philippines. There are only 2 Philippine defenders there to help out Champagne.
Yeah, I mean, we saw in the last Power Jam where the Team Switzerland jammer was struggling to get through the Team Philippines walls, and we're seeing exactly the same thing the other way around. These teams are so evenly matched, and that's reflected in the scores.
Absolutely, and don't you just love it? So 5 points on the board for Team Philippines, 5 hard-fought points, 62-56 with 4 minutes and change till the half.
Miss Lestrange on the track for Team Switzerland. And Whack Russell Terrier jamming for Team Philippines. Miss Lestrange very quickly through the pack, picks up lead jammer status, but hot on her heels is Whack Russell Terrier.
That's how the Swiss team's going to have to do it. They're going to have to break through. The second that Philippine defense gets geared up, it's over for them.
Miss Lestrange did manage to pick up 2 points before she called off that jam.
And 2 points is the world in this bout. So now Jessup down by 4.
Incredibly close with just over 3 minutes left on the clock. We have the Secret Cervix jamming for Team Philippines. And Sin Sister jamming for Team Switzerland.
And it looks like Secret Cervix, lead jammer Team Philippines.
Sin Sister completing a star pass for Team Switzerland.
Let Babette sporting the star for Switzerland. And a quick call off there. 2 points going to Team Philippines side. And that was brought to you by Reveille Contact Wear. Start the revolution, the first brand for women in contact sports. ReveilleContactWear.com. Hashtag make an impact.
Jägerbomb on track jamming for Team Philippines against Team Switzerland's Michi Impossible. And that's Jägerbomb, lead jammer for Team Philippines. And just out of the pack, oh no, Michi Impossible. Oh, she is through. I wasn't familiar with that jam ref's way of signaling not lead jammer. That was new to me.
It looks like they're discussing Jägerbomb's points, checking with an outside pack ref. 4 points. That was a quick breakout for Jägerbomb. Jägerbomb we have seen being contained in the back. 4 points added to Team Philippines side. So now we have a 10-point differential with just a minute till halftime. This is one of the closest ones we've seen this weekend.
Yeah, it certainly is. Much excitement on track. Much excitement in the crowd, and hopefully at home.
It's already Saturday, but I feel like we're just getting started on the excitement for Roller Derby World Cup 2018, and we thank you for joining us online. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you're watching from.
You can join the conversation at hashtag RDWC 2018.
Lead jammer Malice in Wonderland, Team Switzerland. Pinot Noir now through the pack for her initial. Oh, almost. Pack caught up to her. Fast moving pack.
Really fast moving pack.
You could see that the Team Switzerland team was chasing her around the track. Philippines were keeping up, allowing them to do so. And they got a couple hits on her. 3 points to Team Switzerland. That puts us 68-61, just 7-point differential. We're going to take a 15-minute break. The track to watch. 7 points separating these two teams after 30 minutes of gameplay. We're going to continue reading through the rosters where we left off with Team Switzerland.
So, number 27 is Kenny Kick, 3063 Roulette Babette, 4 Lola Mento, 505 G.I. Jojo, 6 Killer Barbie, 60 Mishi Impossible, 69 Louisette Bonbon, 79 Jean-Claude Van Damme, and 8 Sin Sister.
On the Philippines side, wearing white, we've got the Secret Cervix, number 00, 0807 Nasty Noodle, 101 Aluya, 111 Pinoy Noir, number 2 Me Shove You Long Time, 2000 Electric Piranha, 21 Crank Dad, 24 Stefcon 1, 32 Manila Ice, number 4 Mad 4 Gravy, 415 Champagne, 4348 Whack Russell Terrier, 505 Chickadee Demolish, number 6 Jagerbomb, and 67 Rose Villain.
I am really excited to see the second half. See if the teams stay as close as they have been throughout this game.
New jammer on the line for Team Philippines. That is 101 Aluyan going up against Malice in Wonderland, who we've seen many times in the first half. Interesting note about jammers. Both teams have gotten lead jammer 9 times in the first half. Completely even.
And Aluyan is through for lead jammer status on the first jam.
And a bit of a split up pack there. Malice in Wonderland being held at bay. Aluyan now fighting it through that tripod of Swiss defenders.
Aluyan comes through on her scoring pass, picks up a full 5 points. Malice in Wonderland has removed her helmet cover, has successfully passed it to the pivot.
Roulette Babette holding it now. No surprise there. Team of the Philippines blockers were not fooled at all. But we are in a power jam.
So Roulette Babette, now the jammer, oh no, being sent to the box for a cut track, meaning we'll have a jammer switcheroo.
Yeah, but this means this will be in a bridge power jam. Aluyan back into action now as Soul Jammer. Roulette Babette already standing for that shortened power jam.
So of course if a second jammer is sent to the box and releases the first jammer, the second jammer only needs to sit for the same amount of time the first jammer served. Roulette Babette.
Taken back by Aluyan all the way till the 2 minutes ran out. A lot of long jams in this bout. If you're just joining us, you missed some long ones. Referees not really getting a lot of workout on their whistles there.
On the jammer line we have Missy Lestrange against the Secret Cervix.
You just love that name, don't you?
I really like that name.
It's not audible, but there's a little chuckle every time it's said. And she is a absolutely wonderful person from my home state of California.
Oh, Missy Lestrange is through for lead jammer for Team Switzerland. Followed not far behind by the Secret Cervix. Again, Mr. Lestrange being trapped by really strong Team Philippine wall. That was actually number 505, G.I. Jojo. Oh, excuse me. Chicka Demolish.
Chicka Demolish.
Chicka Demolish.
That's right. And shout out to our start line sponsor, Cheese Ball Bearings. Rollin' cheesy goodness. Rollin' cheese balls. Available in-house at Quad Skate Shop and online. I wonder if the Swiss team has like a predisposition towards cheese balls bearings. They've got all the cheese paraphernalia up there in the crowd.
You would hope so, wouldn't you? Hope that they're rolling on cheese.
They need bearings with little holes in them though.
We've got Sin Sister on track jamming for Team Switzerland. And the Secret Cervix standing in the penalty box. For Team Philippines. Secret Cervix now released and back on track. Sin Sister comes through the pack, picking up a full 5 points for Team Switzerland. Secret Cervix coming up against strong Switzerland blockers. Sin Sister comes through, picking up 4 more points for Team Switzerland.
That gap has gotten much narrower.
The quality of the blocking, the walls and the hits in this game have been fantastic.
On both sides. Well, there we had in frame both jammers getting knocked down by blockers just as we were singing their praises.
Again, they're taking the jammers off, slowing them down, taking them right back on the track.
And you see as we're already approaching the 2-minute mark. Once again, these long natural jams. Inside line right there, that was the initial. Secret Cervix took nearly 2 minutes to get through on her initial pass. We have not seen that thus far. But 12 points on the board for Switzerland means we are at just a 5-point spread now. Brought to you by Roller Derby City. Being skater owned and operated means supporting the roller derby community. That's at the heart of what they do, and they've been proudly supporting local roller derby since 2010.
We've got Mishi Impossible on track jamming for Team Switzerland against Alian. And Alian is through for lead jammer. Oh, sorry. Mishi Impossible is through for lead jammer.
We've not seen either one of them start at the jam line very often, so totally forgivable.
Mishi Impossible comes through on the inside line, picking up 5 points. Switzerland's blocker, number 27, sent to the box for a multiplayer block, which did release Alian from the pack.
Yeah, so we'll start off this next jam with 2 Swiss defenders in the penalty box. And it looks like we've got a team timeout being called by Team Philippines. And this one brought to you by Fifth Blocker. Fifth Blocker Skate, skater owned and operated since 2011. And Roller Derby Elite, the brand that invented the sport. Coach Raphael there having a word with his team. Definitely starting out in a good place, being 2 blockers up. Team Switzerland does have the lead now after that jam. 82-78. So perhaps that is the subject of this timeout. Just wants to give his team a quick reset.
I did notice that Team Philippines blockers were looking a bit more disparate on track than they had previously.
And that is a change for this bout. Very good crowd has surrounded this track. I think everybody's just casually walked by, seeing how close the scoreboard is, says, ooh, I'm going to watch this one.
Yeah, at the Roller Derby World Cup this weekend, we've seen some scores with massive point differentials, so this is a refreshing change.
We've had a couple nail biters so far, and this is definitely shaping up to be one of them. Pinot Noir, lead jammer, Team Philippines.
Malice in Wonderland jamming for Team Switzerland, comes through with the helmet cover in hand.
Pinoy picking up 4 and calling it. So look at that, tie game.
Even Stevens.
This tie game brought to you by RollerCon. Tickets and rooms available now. End of July 4th, Wednesday, to be specific. RollerCon. Check them out, rollercon.com. Have you been to RollerCon?
I have not been to RollerCon.
You've got to go. I've been to 7.
7.
It's only about a 3-hour drive for me, though.
Right. It's a little bit further away from me.
I would fly across the world for RollerCon, as I have Roller Derby World Cup 2018. And lead jammer going to Aluyan. Missy Lestrange free of the pack. Actually, it's Anna Banana, recipient of the star. And the call off. Team Philippines playing it conservatively. They'll pick up 2 points. Back in the lead, but just by 2 points.
So Aluyan actually only passed 1 blocker on track before she called it off, but also picked up a point for Switzerland's blocker in the penalty box.
Ooh, a spooky, spooky ghost point.
Yes.
Ghost points are brought to you by Sisu Mouthguards, the official mouthguard of the 2018 Roller Derby World Cup.
We have Sin Sister on track, jamming for Team Switzerland, with Jaeger Bomb jamming for Team Philippines. Again, we're seeing these fantastic wall formations from both teams, really slowing down the blockers. Switzerland's pivot picks up a 4-arms penalty and sent to the penalty box. And Sin Sister comes through for lead jammer.
And coming from behind, the crowd loves that. But check that out, Jaeger Bomb in hot pursuit. And so, of course, we have a mobile pack. Team Philippines wants to keep it moving. Sin Sister is saying, all right, speed up now. Going to jump across, jump in the apex, picking up points and calling it. Well, let's go ahead and have a lead change. 86-84 now, Team Switzerland. Brought to you by Kaya Skates. Kaya Skates, that's how a skate's supposed to feel. Try the Onyx boot now and see for yourself. It's your time. At home, kaya-brand.com.
I've got Kaya Skates. Oh my, they are lovely.
And now you've heard it firsthand. Michi Impossible taking on Aluyan. Penalties relatively low this bout. It's kept a lot of players on the track, making it that much more difficult for these jammers.
Mission Impossible working her way along the inside line and comes through. Oh no, picks up a 4-arms penalty and is sent to the penalty box. So lead jammer status goes to Aluyan as she comes through the pack.
Also 1 blocker in the box for Team Switzerland. Mishovi Longtime started out in the box, came out, got in a good shove, and went right back to the box. Five in the sky. That is 101. We have had a star pass. Nope, no star pass. I don't know why I said that.
I think it's because the helmet cover isn't quite on her helmet.
That's what it is.
Looks like a star pass. But it is still a Luyan jamming for Team Philippines.
I was like, I see their pivot out there. It's cranked at. And 3 more for Team Philippines makes 8. 92-86 now, Team Philippines. And brought to you by Strong Athletics. Strong Athletic believes that every human has the right to celebrate their strength, play sports, be active, find their power, speak their voice, and be seen. StrongAthletic.com.
So we're starting Jam 8 with Malice in Wonderland on the jam line against Pinoy Noir.
Pinoy Noir representing Toronto Roller Derby. And representing lead jammer status as well.
Malice in Wonderland has removed the helmet cover from her head. She has it in hand and is still being held back by Team Philippines blockers.
Pinoy Noir with a big hit there. And it looks like there was a penalty assessed, and that looks like a back block is the call on that, so we find ourselves in a Swiss power jam. Team Switzerland losing a blocker.
Team Switzerland's blockers coming on the inside line to try and open up a space for their jammer.
I see what you mean about those blockers getting more dispersed. I think there's a lot more desperation now happening.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. When things get so close and so frenetic, it's difficult to regroup and get those strong wall formations.
Both teams gained a blocker from the box, but both teams have blockers sitting as well. Now we have Malice in Wonderland out of the pack for her initial. It's going to be 5 more for Pinoy Noir. Racing the clock now. Malice in Wonderland gets a scoring pass in there right before the whistle. And that's the jam at 9 points to 4. Philippines opens up their lead by a total of 5 net points there.
Only 11 points between the two teams.
And a team timeout being called by Team Switzerland. And this one brought to you by Quad Skate Shop. Quad Skate Shop, one of our many wonderful sponsors here at Roller Derby World Cup 2018. Find them online, and if you're local, find them set up here at Roller Derby World Cup 2018. One of the cool non-derby sponsors that we have out here that I've enjoyed seeing is, I just stopped myself there, Sea Shepherd UK, because I didn't want to mess it up, and it's the UK part that I've been forgetting. But Sea Shepherd UK is out here. They're selling their merch. They have a really cool logo on their t-shirts, but they're out there protecting our oceans. They want you to Google them at home, Sea Shepherd UK, see how they are fighting for the UK's waterways and ecosystem and species conservation there and around the world.
It's a really fantastic cause. It's something that's got a lot of attention at the moment, with people going plastic free.
And that spells the end of our team timeout.
We have Missy Lestrange on track jamming for Team Switzerland and Electric Piranha jamming for Team Philippines. An electric piranha would be terrifying, wouldn't it?
I feel like we would 3 years away from that top, so we have our best minds working on it.
Electric Piranha through for lead jammer status.
Missy Lestrange out as well. Electric Piranha hits the pack hard and calls it off. Missy Lestrange, though,
takes a tumble.
takes a tumble. Did not pick up points on that, but Electric Piranha did get 2.
That looked like it stung.
It did. Tell you what, it didn't look like, did not look intentional. Sometimes you do see those and you're like, they were trying to get that last point.
Yeah.
But that one, I think it was the banana peel at turn 1.
Sin Sister jamming for Team Switzerland.
Taking down Aluyan for Team Philippines. We only have 14 minutes to go.
Sin Sister out for lead jammer. Much to the excitement of the Swiss supporters.
And it is a power jam. Aluyan finds herself in the box. And she stays in with a spin there. That was number 32, Manila Ice there, trying to knock her to the infield. But some fancy footwork saves Sin Sister. And through much quicker that time. Picks up her points and calls it off.
And that means that Team Switzerland has broken the century.
That's right. We are just down to a 3-point bout. And we are resetting with Champagne taking on Mitchie Impossible. Both jammers fighting through. Champagne currently around lead jammer Team Philippines. I love this crowd. This crowd is very even-handed. They can tell how hard fought this is. So anytime anybody breaks free, they're breaking out in applause.
Absolutely. We've had a star pass for Team Switzerland. Jammer is now Anna Banana.
And the quick call off there. 2 more points to Team Philippines. Playing conservatively, not going to let Team Switzerland score, even at the expense of their own points. So that's keeping it really close, but keeping Team Philippines on top for now.
Eleven and a half minutes left on the period clock. We have Malice in Wonderland jamming for Team Switzerland with Pinoy Noir jamming for Team Philippines. And Pinoy Noir is through for lead jammer. Malice in Wonderland being taken out on the outside of the track and recycled back behind Team Philippines jammers, blockers.
Slowed her down a little bit. It looks like she lost a piece of equipment. But went down on the track and grabbed something and put it back on. Pinoy Noir picking up 5 points. Pinoy Noir now trying to fight through on the outside. You definitely see that triangle defense by Team Switzerland, but it is a lot looser than it was in the first half.
Still effective, they're still managing to cover the track. They take Pinoy Noir out on the inside line before she calls off the jam.
And the second Switzerland got out of there, they called it off. So 10 more points, though, to Team Philippines. They've increased their lead to 15. It's a lot for this bout. virtually nothing as far as what we've seen in Roller Derby World Cup 2018. Missy Lestrange taking on Jagerbomb now. There's the tight pack we've been accustomed to seeing.
Jagerbomb somehow managing to stay on track.
Her head was bent at a 45-degree angle as she just shouldered into that, trying to leverage through. Missy Lestrange on that outside line, just trying to pry open a hole. Jagerbomb through, lead jammer, Team Philippines. Both teams currently down a blocker. And we have a star pass on Team Switzerland to Anna Banana. Jagerbomb calls it off.
Four points going to Team Philippines.
The nickel and diming that Team Philippines is doing is paying off for them because their defense is so strong.
Absolutely. Usually you'd expect a point differential like that to close in one jam or two jams, but in this game...
In this game it hasn't, but it still can. And there's lead jammer, Sin Sister, Team Switzerland.
Very quick out of the pack.
And also out of the pack Champagne now, so pressure will be on Sin Sister. Look at that spread out pack though. Gets around number 101, Aluyan. And she's letting it roll right now. She does have two blockers in the box, probably trying to spring them before calling it off. Champagne looking for points. Champagne getting through. That'll be a scoring pass for her. And that's the jam. So 4 points to 4. Spread will remain the same. More importantly, though, what I'm looking at now is two defenders for Team Philippines in the box, only one for Switzerland. So she effectively sprung one of her blockers.
So we've got Jagerbomb on track for Team Philippines and Mishi Impossible jamming for Team Switzerland. Even Mishi Impossible coming up against those two blockers. She is through for lead jammer, but they managed to hold her for a surprising amount of time.
Now Jagerbomb out though as well. And the quick call off there. She will take home 3 points. Well, if you were looking for runaway jams or blowouts, you came to the wrong track today. All we have is nervousness.
Close competition. But what we do have, as we've said before, is fantastic blocking, fantastic walls, and fantastic jamming.
Absolutely. Textbook roller derby. We're not seeing mistakes being made either. I mean, you don't call them out, but you do see that when you watch roller derby.
Yeah.
You see teams that are built around capitalizing on those mistakes, but neither team is letting that happen.
No, we're seeing very smart gameplay from both teams.
Lead jammer going to Pinot Noir, Team Philippines. They've been so even on these lead jam claiming as well.
We've had a star pass for Team Switzerland. Jammer Bickett was Louisette Bonbon, but the jam was called off before she even managed to get the helmet cover on her helmet.
Well, that star pass did its job in effectively shutting down that jam. Team Philippines picking up 4, effectively raising that margin to 20 points between these two teams. This entire bout, we have been kept within 1 jam's worth of scoring.
Yeah, it's kept it so close. Fantastic game to watch. That's champagne out for lead jammer for Team Philippines.
Amazing inside spin on the front stretch there. You've got no curve to work with, makes it that much more difficult.
Little Lestrange out of the pack now for Team Switzerland.
And a quick call off there. 4 more points for Team Philippines.
Something else we're seeing today is some really great refereeing.
We have been. Everybody just top notch all around. Got a sponsor here that I've taken a look at and has really touched me, and that's Sweet80.com. You can get awesome brands including Punky Pins, ball bags, American Socks, Sisu, and band apparel if you're here on site. You can also check them out online, Sweet80.com. All of the proceeds go to brain cancer research, and this is a memorial organization for the Claire Lawrence Foundation. Claire Sweetabix Lawrence was a Derby player, and this is done in memorial and her memory.
What a lovely tribute.
Absolutely.
On track, we have Sin Sister dancing on the inside line, picking up lead jammer status for Team Switzerland.
And this is a power jam, forearm call against Aluyan. Still fighting through. We've consistently seen Philippines shutting down these power jams with their defense. But she gets through. That is going to be 5 points.
These are valuable points for Team Switzerland with 3.5 minutes left of this game.
Absolutely. Aluyan already standing.
And again, Sin Sister on her toe stops, coming up the inside line, picking up a full 5 points.
And Aluyan standing, however, not making any progress. So that is an official review is being signaled from the Team Philippines side. As it appears right now, Aluyan may have fouled out because she did not return to the track after her penalty.
Those players can get a maximum of 7 penalties. And then they are foul out and have to go and have a sit down.
As the scoreboard stands after 14 points, a little mini rally there for Team Switzerland. We've got just a 10-point spread with 2 minutes and 42 seconds left. Oh my gosh. We could not have asked for a better bout. Right here on the Blood and Thunder track here at Roller Derby World Cup 2018. Don't forget to join the conversation. Use hashtag RDWC 2018 on Twitter. You'll actually see your tweets appear on the screen. I've noticed the production team is doing a great job putting those up. And on Instagram and Facebook. I go home every night and I browse that hashtag on Instagram and just see what everybody else is doing.
Yeah, me too. I saw actually this morning on Instagram that one of the teams have giant cookies on their merch stand. Beautiful iced heart-shaped cookies.
I've seen some of those in my apartment that we are letting. Yep. But not mine and mostly eaten, so.
We'll have to pick some up after this game.
Right? So it appears that Team Philippines was challenging a call against their jammer. The call stands, and yes, she has fouled out. That was the 7. So Jaegerbaum will take the line for Team Philippines. Team Philippines definitely getting a bit nervous there with that 10 points, but Mitchie Impossible looking to see what she can do.
Jaegerbaum comes on the outside line, picks up lead jammer.
And listen to that crowd. Honestly, I think my favorite part of this bout has been the crowd and their participation in this one, because they are just cheering for roller derby right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Cheering for the fantastic roller derby that we're watching today.
Mitchie Impossible taking Jaegerbomb all the way back. Jaegerbomb on a scoring pass, though. Mitchie Impossible on the initial, and that's going to be points for Team Philippines.
Switzerland only had 2 blockers on track. They've now been joined by a third.
And it looks like we do have a foul out on the Team Swiss side for a blocker. So they'll play short the remainder of this jam. Jaegerbomb coming through in the clutch for 10 points and counting. Swiss Jammer still not out on the initial, so this is really helping the Team Philippines cause. We are inside of 2 minutes now.
This could be the definitive jam of the game.
Well, again, 20-point spread as of right now. Well, let's go ahead and make it 24 as I say that. And that is about as far apart as we've seen these two teams.
Yeah, 25-point differential.
Mitchie Impossible taking a penalty, so we are in a power jam with 12 seconds to go. Oh, this is going to be huge for Team Philippines.
Team Philippines jammer did come off the track. She was looking to see whether she should come back on or whether she should come in behind the other players, but she came back on track and made the right decision.
Playing extremely cautiously. She did not want to pick up a penalty there, even at the risk of slowing her momentum there. We do have time for one more jam. That was the highest scoring jam with 20 points. So now we have a 30-point spread. Team timeout being called by Team Switzerland. Woo, I do need this breather myself.
Yeah, me too. What an exciting game. And as we've said many times, some really intelligent roller derby being played.
If I had one word to describe this bout, this has been a mature bout.
Yeah.
You've seen very cautious play. You've seen very strategic play. Neither team are making glaring mistakes that you could point to.
No.
They've kept it super close. This is the farthest apart we've seen the scoreboard with 16 seconds left on the clock after this timeout.
They should show this game at rookie induction.
Definitely. This is how you do roller derby.
Yeah.
That's what they should just title it. For the archives, that's what they'll put on there. This is Roller Derby 101.
So, Team Switzerland's jammer starting in the penalty box.
And not standing yet, so a little bit of time here for Team Philippines. They also have a full pack on the track.
Pinoy Noir off jamming for Team Philippines.
Again, Mitchie Impossible and her pivot in the penalty box to get us started for this final jam. She establishes herself as lead jammer. That is it for the period clock. Nothing's going to stop us now. And she calls it off. She just takes a victory lap, stops at her team. Look at Team Philippines. Oh my gosh, are they happy.
Fantastic. I'm happy for them. I'm beaming. It's been such a good game for both teams.
Absolutely. An official review is being called. We are not done. Team Switzerland walked out onto the track signaling for an official review. This bout is continuing.
Well, if they've got an official review, if they've got something to question, they may as well do so.
Absolutely. I mean, might as well throw the dart toward the board. Might stick. And number 8, Sun Sister there, the captain, is definitely saying something to them. Bit out of earshot for us, especially with this crowd.
The crowd are waiting for their high fives.
Yeah, the crowd has gone to the line. No, I kind of want to see one more gem just so the crowd has to sit down again.
Yeah.
All right, we've got our official coming over here. We'll let you know what's going on. So it looks like they're looking for a skating out of bounds penalty against the Philippines jammer.
I think it was where the one we were talking about, where the Philippines jammer did come off track and looked around to see if she should go back on.
Right. So that's what they're ruling on now. And we've got official word here. For dramatic effect, I'll let it pause. Oh, there it is. There's the whistle. No call stands. This is the end of the bout. On the scoreboard, Team Switzerland 121 to Team Philippines 151. An amazing bout, no matter who you were rooting for. I think Derby was the real winner here.
Absolutely. What a great way to put it. We've all won from watching that game.
Absolutely. And everybody's happy. Look, both teams satisfied with their performance.
Yeah.
I love it.
Thank you so much for joining us on the Blood and Thunder track. I have been Bob Arola.
And I have been Sinister Minister. Have a great rest of your Roller Derby World Cup 2018.